This is a Cyclone. They are really quick and easy to use. There are 4 locks. These are just safety locks so that when the thing is on the end of a long boom and you're panning it very fast, there's no risk of it bending and flying off. The rest of it is just a very simple pinch lock on magnets. They just come off just like that. The microphone needs to be positioned quite accurately in the suspension. Ideally, it shouldn't really go further than the rim of the dome. You stick it into one of the Lyre clips and then into the other one. Just check that it's roughly in the right position, which it is. Make sure that the 2 clips are vertical and in the same plane. Twist it round if necessary to make sure that switches and ports are in the right place. And then clip in the XLR. This is a short XLR. And the cable will just curl around. It'll make quite sure that it doesn't hit the basket. It's exactly the right length. Just make sure that it's clipped properly into these clips here. That's it. Putting on the basket is extremely easy. This uses the magnetic Z lock, so it's very simple. Put the first half of the basket on. You can see how it sits. We then put the second half of the basket on. Glide it in from the back is best. It sits on, and then just click into place the 4 safety locks. The Lyre clips on a Cyclone are very easy to move, so if you have different lengths of microphone, you can move them to a different position. Very simply, you take the hex tool, which we provide, put it into the screw, unscrew it, lift it out. You can see that there's a small rectangular process here and a little rectangular notch in there. You can fit it back in again into the new position, screw it down, make sure that everything's sat firmly and that it's finger tight. That's it. The medium and large Cyclones come with a standard Lyre fitted. We call it a 72 shore hardness. That explains how soft and compliant it is, how much it moves. We also give you some alternative ones. These are 62 shore. A softer, more compliant Lyre, suitable for lighter microphones and perhaps if you're using it in more delicate circumstances. If you were trying to do hard news where you're moving the basket quickly, you wouldn't want to use the lighter, softer Lyres. The Cyclone has a basket suspension system. It's a very ingenious system which uses a pod at the bottom and a pod at the top. These have the magnets which actually hold the basket on, and they allow the whole basket to float independently from the rest of the system. If you're working indoors, you may want to take the basket off and just use something like a foam sleeve on the microphone. And if you want to do that, you can remove the C-arm by pressing the little button down there and just sliding it out. You can put the C-arm back again simply by sliding it in and pressing it until you feel it click. The small Cyclone comes with this offset link, and the idea of that is to push the balance point forwards so that the basket is front heavy. Most boom operators prefer this because it prevents the possibility of the microphone trying to turn turtle on the end of a boom. If you don't want to use the offset link, it is possible to remove it. We can remove it with a bolt here and a bolt there. This shell splits, and you can then put just the boom adapter on without the offset link. There are a couple of small components which we supply in the box in there which fit on instead. The instructions for that are online, and you'll be able to see a step-by-step set of instructions as to how to do it.